favorite guitar player when I was a kid. They told me that he played the guitar that he made out of a broomstick. And I thought, how horrible would he be? So, you know, and I had all these ideas in my head about what it might have looked like. And I had this really cheap guitar that was given to me. And it needed a lot of work. It was a Harmony, of all things. And it needed a lot of work, so I tried to fix it and ended up destroying it. And my uncle felt sorry for me, and he helped my dad fix up a nice little Fender Stratocaster. And I played with that thing, and I'd wear it out, I'd break something, and I'd have to fix it. I didn't have any money to go buy a new one. I had to, you know, if the pickup stopped working, I had to figure out why the thing's not working. Go in there, replace the pots, and do all kinds of, and I just got my fingers in it so much that I knew what they were made out of. And by the time I was 18 years old and playing in a heavy metal band, a very good part of my life, I had been through so many guitars, it was ridiculous, and I had ruined so many guitars that I basically learned from error what they were made out of and what it took to keep them working correctly. And after that, it wasn't long. Everybody was coming to me with, hey, my guitar's not playing right. Other bands would come, hey man, why is this guitar doing this? Why is this doing this? What do I need to make this thing work right? Now to fix everything. And so I kind of became the go-to guy in our area. I was working as a deputy sheriff and had been playing guitar for about 8 years. And I went in to buy a guitar because I hadn't owned one for 8 years. And I went to go buy a guitar, and the guy recognized me. The guy owned the music store. He's like, I don't remember you. I'm like, no, you don't, because I didn't have long hair anymore. And I didn't, you know. And he said, I know you're John Yopp. I said, you do know me. I said, how'd you know me? He said, the tattoos on your hands, he gave you away. I was like, oh yeah, you're right. And he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm working as a deputy. He goes, what about teaching guitar lessons? I was like, and he was like, teach guitar lessons, you know, man, I mean, you are good. I mean, I'm like, dude, I haven't even played the guitar yet. So I went and played a little bit, and he was like, yeah, see, I ain't forgot nothing. Teach guitar lessons. And as soon as I started doing that, all the repairs that came into the store, it was like, can you fix this? And when they would walk back out of the store, happy customers like, wow, I thought this thing was beyond repair, and they were happy to see it fixed. I just kind of became the guy to go to around there. I was going to get back into, you know, teaching guitar lessons and stuff, and go right and trying to build stuff. Maybe I should have, but I decided I'd try at the sheriff's office, and the sheriff was so excited that I was coming back. He gave me a job that day and told me to come in the next day to go to work. And I went on patrol in regular jeans and t-shirt and stuff the next day. While I was gone to Virginia, they picked up a new tool, this X26 Taser, and it's a bad machine. It's terrible. And so the rule around the office was everybody had to get tased. The instructors thought it would be fun to experiment to see how far away from the body it could arc, and that was a big mistake. And everybody who got that bit of experimentation got hurt really bad. So we found out that when you hold the probes for the X26 taser away from your body, the amount of electricity that it takes to make that arc from outside your clothing, through your clothing into your flesh is pretty great. It's about 50,000 volts, and you take that for 5 seconds, and it'll do things to your body you didn't expect it to do. It burned the nerve in my left leg, and it squeezed out the discs in L4 and L5 in my back, and I ended up having several back surgeries. I've got a little box under my skin that shocks my leg so I can't feel it, and I've suffered with that for about 5 years. I'm doing good. I'm walking. Actually, I've been running around. I mean, this year is a new thing. I can run again. I'm working on doing setups. That's my next goal, to be able to do setups again. And if I can get that far and I can get to the POPAT, I may get back into law enforcement.